Hi, Chris. Thanks so much for joining me today. I really appreciate it. Just wanted to ask a couple quick questions about energy diagnostics and the work that you do with Allen Edwin Homes. First, could you just tell me briefly about yourself?
Um, Chris Schwarzkopf, been with Energy Diagnostics for I think 15 years this winter. I think February was my start date. I started off as a bag carrier for the original owner. Now moved on to um, one of the owners actually. I work primarily with sales and marketing, but I am a HERS rater still, Master Green Verifier, lead Green Rater. I have all the credentials, I
All
guess.
right, thanks so much. And then I just want to ask, we're coming up to Earth Day here on April 22nd, and I want to ask, what does Earth Day mean to EDI?
So, so this is really, it is an easy question. Earth Day is every day for Energy Diagnostics. Um, all the decisions that we make revolve around the question: is it good for our builders, or is it good for the environment? Hopefully, it's good for both. We certify homes every day to Energy Star, HERS rated homes, LEED, Nash Green Building Standard, and it doesn't just stop at our energy conscious builders. We have dedicated staff that sits on code councils to make sure that when states adopt new codes, that they're adopting the codes that are appropriate and that actually have an effect on the home's performance.
All right, thanks so much. It does seem like energy diagnostics and Earth Day really go hand in hand. And how long have you worked, or have you been working with Allen Edwin Homes?
So we looked this up. We've been working with Allen Edwin for over a decade. The first house that we certified was in November in 2009. It was on Rushwood Ave in Kalamazoo. I actually remember having the conversation with Jim about another heartbreaking loss to Ohio State that year.
Yeah, that year would stick out in your memory then.
Yeah,
Uh,
you could say that.
yes. What does energy diagnostics do to help support sustainability at Allen Edwin Homes?
Well, since 2009, we've been doing quality assurance and HERS ratings for Allen Edwin. Um, from design to pre-drywall to final performance inspections, we make sure that every program performance threshold is met, as well as making sure the home basically performs as well as it can be.
All right, great. And then what does AH do to make our homes more sustainable?
So this is an awesome question, actually, because we do a lot of code trainings, and the thing about it is code homes right now are they're really, it's actually a really good home. But I mean, you guys have been doing it for so long. I mean, you guys aren't just a code builder. Each home is energy rated using the HERS index. So this includes additional third-party inspections, additional testing requirements, and a great example of things that you guys do on over other builders is, and especially you guys have perfected this, is the mechanical ventilation, your fresh air ventilation systems. Especially with what's going on right now, we want to make sure that everyone's home, so the air that we're breathing inside the house is actually healthy. These systems bring in a constant supply of fresh air, and they exhaust stale air, removing unwanted pollutants and excess humidity.
Wow, yes, that's definitely relevant to the time. And I'm glad to
Absolutely.
know yeah, that our homes are having that great air quality going. What technology is used to help measure and improve our commitment to sustainability?
So each home is inspected by a building science professional. All of our guys in the field are HERS raters. So they use program compliance checklists to make sure that nothing gets missed. And some of the performance tools that we use are blower doors, duct blasters, flow hoods, psychrometers, thermal imaging. We have a whole list of goodie bags that are a whole toolkit that we bring into the house to make sure that nothing gets missed and nothing gets overlooked.
Okay, awesome, thank you. And then as compared to used homes or even other new homes, what step has Allen Edwin taken that supports sustainability?
So I have a really long answer for this one. This is something that I love when I get asked this question, especially because Allen Edwin's a big builder. They do a lot of houses per year, but every house that Allen Edwin builds is tested and inspected by a third party. It's not just the code official that's looking at it. It's not just their site supers. There's a third party, Energy Diagnostics, that comes in to make sure that everything is in place. Existing homes, let's be honest, there's the unknown. You don't know who worked on the house, and you don't know what building standard they did it to. I can say that most of them probably didn't even meet code with what they did to the house. During our weatherization days, we saw a side of building performance that would make anybody cringe. There's no secret to building science. When it's not done right, it doesn't take long to show. And we saw that very often during our weatherization days. Now, on new construction side of things, the advancement of building codes has really made new construction homes very well-performing structures. But the difference is that extra set of eyes, that third party, that trusted advisor in Allen Edwin's corner, keeping them ahead of the curve, making sure that any changes in programs, any changes in codes, any changes in model types are well thought out before any earth is moved. We make sure that details, components, and testing thresholds are decided before any of that happens. And then through our testing processes with our inspections, we make sure that those steps are all followed.
All right, great. Well, thank you so much for answering those questions for me today and being able to join me on this call, even though it's a new way of communicating.
Sure.
I figured it out okay.
Yeah, good job. Sometimes I've seen always like the videos on social media where somebody stands up and they're not wearing pants, and make sure you're wearing pants today, Chris.
Yep. There's definitely some precautionary measures people should be taking. So thank you again, and it was great to talk to you today.
Awesome. Great talking to you as well.
Thank you.